All right, everybody, here's what you came for. The Preventive Medicine Interest Group, we're going to present how to stay fit and healthy in school, keep up this first year of 15. So I'm going to talk about the exercise. Hillary's going to talk about the nutrition and mental health. Yeah, these are all athletes in our class, right? Each one of them, and they stay active. You'll hear each more about their exercise routines. Some of them, yes, may inspire you. So what this lecture is, it's going to be, you've gotten a lot of scientific information, you've gotten a lot of the data, you'll get even more this semester. What I wanted to give you is how current medical students are incorporating into their lives. It's collective data, you're getting the collective wisdom of the class. There's an African proverb, if you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So that's what we're going to do. I surveyed over 30 students in my class who are exercisers, and you're just going to hear the practical tips on how to stay fit and active and do well in school too. So, like I said, 30 plus MS2 say that you can stay active. Bozic runs 45 miles per week. Emily and Megan, Megan's holding the Teddy thing. They do spinning 3 times a week. Connor, he does his CrossFit training. Former football player, right? And intramural basketball. So I asked them how often do they exercise. These are some of the students who said that they exercise about 3-4 days a week. David Greenwald here in the bottom says he exercises about 1 hour weightlifting, half hour cardio. Sometimes he breaks it up into like 6 days if he doesn't want to do 3 hard days. Megan, she runs. Allison, she was actually a varsity athlete here, set the record for the 3,000 meter race. She does 3 days per week. She says 30 minutes each time works for her. She tried to do 60 minutes and sometimes makes her too tired for the rest of the day to do other things. Rachel, she's a dancer. She dances at a local studio, so every Saturday morning she teaches dance class, part of her exercise. Justin Arner right there in his football gear, he's a former football player. Now I think, Justin, you do Zumba, right, primarily. Is that correct now? Yeah. All right. These are some of the people who exercise 4 to 5 days per week. There's Liz, she's our treasurer. John Bozic, Pat, Connor, wake up 3 times. They actually exercise together in the morning. They wake up at 5:30, go to the rec center, do 30 minutes to an hour. Connor drives home, eats breakfast, and then goes to class. Wake up. He actually has a backpack with his stuff, and he showers there and then rides his bike to class. So he's definitely getting a good dose of fitness. Graham is up there as a golfer. He golfs every weekend. He plays basketball twice a week. Like I said, Megan, Emily, Liz, they do cycling. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:15 in the morning. There's also an evening class, but 6:15 to 7. It's pretty energetic, pretty high intensity. I'll tell you a little bit more about each of them. Here's some of the heavier exercises, 6 to 7 days per week. Notice in the middle of the huge weights, you can see heavy exercises. That's Sri Ganesh. She competes nationally, Olympic weightlifting. She's been doing it for 6 years. It's really impressive to hear his schedule. Exercises in the morning at 5:30, or wakes up 5:30. He exercises at both 6 a.m. and at 5:30 p.m. Saturdays he drives to Pittsburgh and has a good nutrition plan and sleep schedule. Eric here, one of the joys about surveying the classes, I really didn't realize just how much some people exercise. He wakes up at 5:30 every morning and does a 40-minute run and a 20-minute lift, and then the weekends he does a long run. Successful student. Joe here, he's a big fan of intramural sports. He told me, make sure you tell him about intramural sports. And because he thought it was a good way to get together, so yeah. So here, I'm going to tell you about intramural sports. I'll come back. So we had 2 teams. They got together, flag football. We also had intramural basketball. Our flag football team was called You're in Trouble, and it was a fun way. When you're exercising with friends, then it's a nice break, and then make sure you come along. If you ever want more information about the rec center, you just call this number, 293-PLAYA. Right? Its phone numbers are only 10 digits, but I just add the A, to keep it real. You should too. All right, let's go back up. So when do they exercise? Here are the people who like to exercise in the morning. Yeah, and you know, usually these people, they also go to bed early too. They wake up early, they go to bed early. You know, it's like I'm in a class of geriatrics, but they find it effective. So I'm one of them. You know, Connor Wakeham, I told you, Connor goes to sleep at 9:30. You know, so yeah, he's only got a few daylight hours left. You know, thanks for being here. So yeah, let me tell you. So let me give you advice. Here's why they exercise in the morning. Connor, he prefers not to interrupt his studying, and actually, I've heard this from a few people. So they just, you know, rather than taking a break in the afternoon and having to come back to school to study, they just prefer to get it done in the morning, and then they have the rest of the day to study and be free. Chad Wilcox, he's an interesting morning studier. He starts exercising around 9 a.m., so he actually kind of misses a few lectures, but catches up in Camtasia. Very good student, though, and yeah, he says that you get to ride the endorphins all day long. So, yeah, I say it energizes me, gives me a lot more energy. You're sitting a lot when you're a medical student, you're sitting when you're in lecture, you're sitting when you're studying, you're sitting when you're eating. And movement is a pretty fundamental part of human life, you know, it's been there since we've been around. So it's good to offset the balance. And so yeah, I feel that earlier gives me more energy for more part of the day. Sunday has some advice, because he was previously not a morning person. And he says that the first few days it's really hard to wake up that early. It takes discipline. He said, but if you just persist, you'll do it. And now he wakes up at 5:25 a.m. without an alarm. And he says it's your wake time that sets the clock, not necessarily your sleep time. That's been his experience. So I thought that was very interesting. So, but still, you know, there are some people who said they tried the morning workouts. I asked everyone, what didn't work for you? And a lot of them said morning workouts don't work. So a lot of other people do work out after class. Yeah, so I can tell you more about their workouts, but you know. So here's why do they exercise after class? Well, Kelly, she says, you know, it makes her too tired for other things when she does it. Kate says that exercising gives her a nice break from studying, and actually I heard that comment from quite a few people. They use it as a break. Allison agreed with that sentiment. David does it after reviewing the lectures in the library. John Gens, he tried it once, and then he went straight to the blue room after studying, so all sweaty, didn't work out. He also then tried to use the showers downstairs on the first floor. You know, HSC, he says, he won't ever try that again. You know, broken showers, not good, etc. But there are fourth floor showers in the Ruby that you can use. They say employees only, but I asked them, we can use them. So this is Derek Clark. He recently graduated. He's a medical student, Alpha Omega Alpha. Jim should try it. But he said when he starts to feel anxious and can't absorb any more material, he goes to exercising. So. Oh, and then there are some night exercises. Rachel Romero, she just does it to fit it in sometimes, even if it's very late. Zeb Reed, he's a very interesting person. His workout starts at 11:30 a.m., 5 days a week. These are the weekdays. He takes the weekends off, and he goes till 12:30 or 1 a.m. Then he just goes straight home, showers, and goes to bed. Oh, I should also clarify, their nighttime workouts are not together. Rachel thought I should clear that. Sorry, Zeb, the rumors have to stop, you know. So.